Hi, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this cool cane baton. And one more feature that I added to make this a little bit cooler is a screw off handle so that you can add your own handles and have some fun with this build. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of bamboo, and you're going to need another piece of bamboo about the size of what you want the handle to be, and leave one side closed where the little spaces are in the bamboo, where these things are. So just cut it at one part and leave one part open. Okay, and then you're going to need a steel rod like this, tape, and you're going to need a bolt like this, but then you need this part where it's threaded on the outside and on the inside, so that this part could screw on. But there's threads on the outside too. And then last but not least, you're gonna need this piece, and this is just another piece of bamboo, but this is the root of bamboo, and it's sort of like a nice like cane handle. And so you're gonna try, if you dig up a piece of bamboo, and then if you find a root that's like this, and then that would work. Okay, let's get started on the build. Okay, so you need one pipe. You need take the bamboo and the steel rod, and you need to measure them. So you measure them, and then you cut them until they're exact same length. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this piece, and you're gonna break out the little spaces right there where the bamboo stores water. So you're just gonna take like a hammer and then hammer it all the way down until it breaks all the little spacers, until it can go all the way through. Okay, now once you've done that, then now we're gonna start with this piece. So you need this, and this part is open. You need this. Just screw this in like that, so that that's sturdy, and then you should be able to just screw this in. But what we need tape for is we need to wrap tape around and around this part until it can fit inside this. I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so I just have to point out one more thing. So if this is like cut at a slant, like if it didn't get cut perfectly straight, like this one and this piece, so that when it's connected, it's kind of like on the side, then you try to make it so that when the two pieces are gonna be together, that they're gonna be straight, like that. Like that's probably as straight as I can get it, like that. And so to keep it that way, when you screw it on, you're just gonna screw on the bolt first. Until there's about an inch left, and then you're gonna wrap the tape around, but you're still gonna leave a little space between this so that the tape's not overlapping on this piece. And then when you put it in, make sure that the position's right, and make sure that it's really tight so it's not moving anywhere, and you should be able to unscrew the handle and screw it in. Okay, so what I've done is I wrapped a bunch of tape around the part where the end of the bolt was, and so now I can screw this piece on. About so there's a tiny little space right there. About that, that's good. And then find where you want it to be, and then just push this part down into here until these two pieces are touching. Okay, so I've done that, but mine started to kind of like crack in like 3 spots, so I just wrapped some electrical tape, and now it's nice and sturdy. So now you have a nice cane, and you can unscrew the handle. Just like so. So now you are able to unscrew the handle, and then you could take different handles, like you can take different pieces like this, like ones that you made nicer, and add this piece, and you could screw different handles on, just so that it's a little bit more nice, and you don't have to have the same handle every single time that you want to use the cane. So handle screws on, but now you gotta take care of the part where you would actually be pulling the metal rod out, and for that, so you're just gonna take a piece of bamboo that you like for the handle, and gonna take the rod and try to find a piece that fits the rod pretty snug, so that it doesn't move around too much. But just to make sure that it doesn't come off at all, we're gonna wrap some tape around here and make sure that it's really, really tight. Okay, so what I've done is I wrapped electrical tape around this piece right at the end, and then in the middle of where the handle will be, and then at the end. So now we can slide the handle on. Okay, so I put it on, and once again it started to crack a little bit, so I just put some tape, and now it's not going to crack anymore. So now what you could do is just slide this on, and there you go, you have hidden cane. Don't really forget what it's called. Like, I think it's like a baton, a thing that police use. So you have like, I had one of those, and right here there's like a little gap. That's because there's a little like thing right here that I need to cut off, but besides that, it's pretty good. So now you have this, and if you wanted, you could probably flatten this out and probably make a little hidden cane sword. Yeah, so it's pretty nice, but I would sand this down to make this a little bit more comfortable. But other than that, it's nice. Oh yeah, and for the height of this, it should just be like right about at your waist, which is pretty good. Top spins. You just need to tighten it. There. And so it's pretty heavy, but it feels sturable. Probably because it has a metal rod in it. But yeah. So this is how to make it. So one more thing, like what I just said, is I would shave this down to make it less visible. But I wish that I didn't have to put the tape there, because I wanted it to just like one big piece of bamboo. But then again, this is green and these are older pieces, so it doesn't really look like one big piece of bamboo. But if you find a piece that's the entire length and has the root and then instead of having a different top and a different bottom, you could use the same piece of bamboo. But that would just make it look more like one whole piece. But yeah, so that's how I make this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh yeah, and if you have any other video ideas, please let me know down in the comments.